The smell of butter on warm toast can feel like coming home, especially when the rest of your life is unmoored. I'm Pami Parker, and this is the Self-Care Cafe. Pull up a chair. Today we're talking about how tiny meals can be a doorway back to yourself. Here at the cafe, we take a gentle pause from the busyness of life and gather around conversations that nourish the heart, the mind, and the spirit. On today's menu, small intentional cooking rituals you can actually do. 3-minute breakfasts, single ingredient preparations, or a careful cup of tea that helps steady you when things feel shaky. I'm so glad to welcome Dr. Mira Santos, a culinary therapist and somatic practitioner. Mira, thank you for being here. Thanks, Pami. It's lovely to be here. I work with people moving through loss, job changes, relationship shifts, those moments when familiar habits fall away. I help them notice the body again and use small kitchen rituals to restore a sense of choice and calm. How did you first notice food as a doorway, not just for nutrition, but for identity and emotion? Honestly, it felt like my body and my days were out of sync. When you say out of sync, what did you notice first? I couldn't smell my coffee the same way. I wasn't hungry until late at night. Those little mismatches made everything feel unfamiliar. For me, it was also personal. After a long caregiving season, I felt disconnected from my appetite, like I couldn't tell what I actually wanted. Wow. So I began with tiny acts, warming a slice of bread, steeping 1 tea leaf, stirring a single bowl. Those simple, repeatable things helped my attention come back to the senses. Over time, they reduced the overwhelm and rebuilt a small trust in my body. I love that. Agency in the kitchen. When routine breaks, cooking either freezes people or becomes another frantic list. You mentioned rituals that are low stakes. Is there research backing that idea? Yes, research on habit formation and sensory grounding shows that short, repeated actions help regulate the nervous system and cut decision fatigue. The taste, smell, and rhythm of preparing food, measuring, stirring, breathing with the steam, give the mind something steady to land on. In therapy, people often say, making even one small thing for themselves felt like reclaiming care. I hear so many stories where a simple meal becomes a quiet message to the self. I matter. I can do this. Could we move into something practical? A micro practice many listeners can try now, even if they're sitting at a bedside or have only a kettle. Absolutely. Let's do a guided 3-minute ritual you can adapt. 1 cup tea and toast. If you don't have a toaster, warm bread in a skillet or have a piece of fruit. If you can't heat anything, holding a warm mug or breathing into your hands works. We'll go slowly so people can follow along. Okay. Wherever you are, gather 1 mug, a small spoon, and a tea bag or loose leaf if you have it, plus a slice of bread or a fruit. If you can't gather these, just listen and visualize. Ready? We'll take 3 minutes together. Place your hands on the mug. Feel its temperature under your palms. Take 1 slow breath in through your nose and out through your mouth. Notice any tightness. No judgment. Just observe. If your shoulders are tight, let them drop on the out-breath. Let the body know it's allowed to rest for these 3 minutes. Now heat your water. If you're using a kettle, listen to the sound as it begins to move. If you're using a microwave, notice the hum. If you have no heating, hold the mug and breathe into it. Intent matters more than temperature. As the water warms, choose 1 small action to do slowly. Spread a thin layer of butter, rub a cut lemon over a piece of fruit, or cradle the cup and inhale the scent. Let your fingers notice the texture. This isn't about perfection. It's about showing up. When you pour the water over the tea, watch the color bloom. Take another slow breath and name one quality you want to invite. Calm, clarity, steadying, and hold it on the inhale. On the exhale, say, "This small care is enough." If you're eating toast or fruit, bring it to your lips slowly. Notice the first taste, the texture, the temperature. Try to take 3 mindful bites. No devices, no multitasking, just the food and you.
Finish with a small recognition, not a demand for gratitude, but a quiet notice that you made something for yourself. If at any point this feels too hard, stop, breathe. Self-care sometimes looks like giving yourself the choice to pause rather than perform.
That felt like 3 minutes stretched, gentle and steady. Thank you. For listeners wondering how to carry this into daily life, what should they look for when choosing tiny recipes or rituals that actually fit their days? Start with constraints: time, energy, and equipment. If you have 5 minutes, pick one-step preparations: yogurt with honey, a boiled egg, a single steep tea. If you're low energy, choose things that require little lifting or chopping. Let your values guide you: comfort, quick nourishment, or a touch of creativity. Make a short list of 2 go-to micro recipes you can rotate.
A quick toolbox you can say aloud and memorize: 90-second microwave oats. A 1/4 cup oats plus 1/2 cup water, microwave 90 seconds. 1 minute herbal steep. Hot water over a tea bag, steep 60-90 seconds. 2 minute avocado toast. Toast, mash 1/4 avocado, sprinkle salt. 1 minute nut butter apple. Apple slice plus 1 tablespoon nut butter. Pick 2 and rotate.
Those are such crisp, usable ideas. And for listeners facing grief, low appetite, or limited kitchen access, what are gentle alternatives? We know this could be triggering for some people. If food triggers distress, pause this particular practice and choose something else: a mindful sip of water, holding a warm washcloth, or listening to a favorite song while breathing. If you suspect an eating disorder or intense grief, reach out to a clinician. For limited access, pre-cut fruit, nut butter packets, or instant porridge can be turned into a small ritual. The intention and the sensory attention matter most. I didn't expect how many tiny swaps could still feel meaningful. Before we close, can you leave listeners with one short reflection prompt they can carry into the week? Try this. Tomorrow, before you check your phone, make one small thing for yourself: tea, toast, or a piece of fruit, and notice how it shifts your attention. Name one feeling that arises after the act. That tiny data point helps you learn what nourishes you today. Beautiful. And if you want more micro recipes or a printable guide to try these practices, visit our website at selfcarecafe.com/microrecipes. There you'll find simple, low-skill ideas, adaptations for limited kitchens, and grief-sensitive options, and a short handout you can print or save. Thank you for sharing space today. Remember, small acts of care add up. They reconnect your senses to your choices and your body to your needs.
Thank you, Mira. And to everyone listening, you don't need a fancy kitchen, a lot of time, or perfect appetite to begin. Start small, be forgiving, and notice what returns. Come as you are. Leave nourished. I'm Pami Parker. Take a breath, and we'll meet again at the Self-Care Cafe.
Thank you for listening.